Hello, hello. Welcome to Michael Howe Arts. If you're new, I'm Michael Howe, as you might have guessed. I really do need to come up with a better intro line than that. But, yeah, today I am going to be... I feel like I had my whole camera set up. It doesn't quite fit the way it used to. It's been a little bit since I streamed. Today I'm going to be working on some commissions. First, I'm going to start with some warm-up. If you're interested, I use the Apple iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil, and this is the app Procreate, which is a wonderful art program. Today, I'm going to be working on this piece, which is a commission. But first, I am going to be doing a little bit of a warm-up, as I haven't really been drawing today, and my wrist has already been hurting. It hasn't been bad today. In fact, it's more like my fingers, and I think that's just from pushing the mouse, clicking a mouse for work. My ADD was very bad today. It was like thinking, focusing. How about, not? Want to play a game? You want to play a game? You want to watch some things? That sounds fun. We should do that. So I knew I wanted to do some drawing today, or this evening, and Zelda even mentioned that. She said, "Didn't you want to work on stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah," but then I was definitely feeling resistance to doing that. So I was like, I should stream, because that is how I will actually work on stuff. I'm sure I've already told this story, but that's actually what got me into streaming, was the idea that it was a time to be doing art, and I couldn't just not do it because someone might be coming in and watching. And so I should be doing what, it says I would be doing on the intro. Circus, thank you for the redeem of Hydrate. 073 Brady, hello, hello. How are you doing? Pretty good. You? I'm doing well. A little tired today. Other than that, I think I'm doing good. In addition, one reason I stayed up late last night, and so that's partially why I had a rough day. I think with my ADD, it was just I was too tired. But then I also pushed myself and did more steps in the day than I have for a while. So I'm also just like, I'm tired. But other than that, I'm good. So just warming up and drawing. What are you up to? Tired, Michael. Exactly. I'm just playing around with shapes. shapes are so perfect. Thank you. I worked straight through my lunch break and forgot to eat. LOL, it's been a day. Oh my gosh. Have you eaten since then? Eating is important. You gotta do that. So this one feels like a spaceship. I don't know what these other ones are supposed to be. Maybe some sort of space station. Just finished scarfing down a bunch of chicken nuggets. Yum. Were they dino nuggets or just the generic shapes? Zelda L Studio 90 Studios. Hi, babe. Says, I snacked for lunch, but I just had dinner. You did. We had like a chicken macaroni casserole dish thing. Pre-prepared. Just had to toss it in on the stove. And cook it for a bit and then eat it. And then got to watch some of Wheezy Waiter on the telly. And that was fun. Sadly, no dino. Aw, that's too bad. That is too bad. So I got triangles and circles. I feel like I need to add a square of some sort into here just to get like all the basic shapes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have it be like starting here. I'm like both just trying to draw shapes and like make it look like it's supposed to be something. Like I just dropped those in. I was like, oh, that one could be changed to be a spaceship. We'll get to the commissions in a bit. That square looks too tall. Other than eating or not eating, has anyone done fun things today? Actually, let's see if this goes here. Goes here. Let's see. Like I said, I did a bunch of walking just at home around the apartment and watched various things on YouTube. Not really, just work. Oh, okay. What kind of work do you do? Circus was going to play Among Us, but my Switch is dead. No! Is it broken or just needs charging? I'm trying to think if I ever played Among Us on the Switch. I don't recall doing so. I played like on my phone and my iPad during COVID. That's a fun game. Haven't played that in a long time. I have no idea what sort of weird space station this is supposed to be. I could probably come up with something. Who knows? We'll see it in a comic at some point in the future. And I'll have this whole name and story to it. Um, just needs charging. Oh, that's good. It would suck if it was broken. I just started my first real job out of college. I do programming. Oh, cool. 0730, oh, nice. Congrats on the real job. I know how that feels. Real in the not temporary. Oh, good. I'm actually just wrapping up a temp job. And then I'll be doing this a little more full-time, at least for a little bit. Oh, I need to find out how to do... I've seen some streamers... Oh, is there no music playing? Why is the music going? It must have paused. Let me know if you can hear in a minute. It's starting off quiet. I want to find out how to make it so it can, like, a bot can pick someone from chat at random, because I want to do like a stream probably every month or so where it'll pick someone from the chat for me to do a drawing for them. I saw another streamer I really like do that, and it's like, that's such a fun idea. I think I'll do that. But I need to figure out how to do that. You hear it? Good. My tech is never charged ever. It's a constant problem. You'd think I'd have under control by now. Oh no! My phone is very often on the brink of not being charged. Try to label my work so that I can, especially, I mean, in Sketchbook, so that I can go back through it. Actually, after I ironically said that, that one is, okay, that one is dated. I feel like this one's not dated. When did I work on that? See, I don't know when that was done. I mean, it was between the 9th and the 14th. So, and it was this month. But there's those. Alright. Got my... Jeez. Time for bed. Let's see. Got a little into the drawing groove. Now going to work on this character. Currently, I really don't like the hair yet, because I liked this one a little better, but it was I was told the character, she would have less curly hair, so I need to modify it so it looks straighter. Ooh la la. But when it's straight, I feel like it looks kind of meh. So I'll need to tinker with like how the layering of the hair is, I think. So it looks like it has more shape to it. Oh, I see part of the problem. I moved it like way out there, so it looks like this giant poof of hair. So let's move it a little more to like where it was on the original. And I'm used to doing basically some level of wavy, curly hair for it to look more interesting. And so if it's not supposed to be wavy, then it's hard for me to have it look like it's dynamic. I also just find it hard to make it actually look like it's hair then, rather than just a weird mass. Okay, so that side's better now. Also, something I'm, looking at the pictures, it's like even if it's straight hair, there's definitely still wave to it, unless it's like perfectly straight, but I don't like that look. And I wasn't told to make it perfectly straight, just straighter. Alright, so then let's find... And it's a matter of like layering the textures on top of it. Or textures, groups of shapes. Because of, there'll be chunks of hair that are closer to us and some that are further away based on the shape of it falling over her arm. So actually the tension of that one. Also, I'm trying to divide the areas of her hair up into like separate main shapes. So there's like, I'll make it a little better. So there's this shape here, and then there's another smaller shape here, and I want small, medium, and large. So I realize I'm going to have to shift a little bit of this around so that the sizes are a little different, because the medium matched the small a little too much, and they were all a little too close in shape, in size. So now we have a big shape down at the bottom, a little medium shape at the top, or a medium shape in the middle. Words. Then trying to have the shapes have contrasts, so the hip goes in and it's a little angular here. So then I have this curve over here. Then because I have this curve here, I want this part to get a tiny bit angular. It'll be like a curvy angular shape. Okay, I do like how it was a little more wind blown before, so I'm actually gonna warp it so that it kind of gets blown over this direction. And in fact, so let's see, we got that, and then we're gonna have this little section come out here so that it gets blown over here, but we still have this little bit of hair. And that's still one big chunk. Okay, I'm liking that a lot better than the other. I do still need to find a good way to get this hair to wrap around her head. And within these shapes, we got a, I'm going to make a new layer. Got a small shape up here, medium shape here, and a big shape there. So within those, I want to do the same thing and create a little bit of small, medium, and large within those shapes themselves. And that helps create flows and dynamics that are pleasing to the human eye, or at least the Western human eye, at least. I'm not sure. I know certain things are actually different in other countries, but I'm not sure about this one, honestly. One of the original sketches. Alright, and then okay, so I think that is better. Now I realized I actually need her skirt to be blowing a little bit more in the wind because her hair is blowing. So it makes sense if there was at least a little bit of a little bit more motion to that. Nope, iPad gotta catch up. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I gotta catch up. Shoot. Why did I? Okay. That shouldn't be too big an issue. I'm a little sad that I did it on the wrong layer. I did it on the wrong layer. Oh, okay. And then the mask wasn't on either. I feel like it looks good until we add her legs in. So something about the motion looks fine here. It doesn't look super stiff, but there's nothing to compare it to. Whoops! Yeah, whoops, wrong layer. And then, is it just because it's too close to her leg? Because I definitely feel like something is off as soon as I put her legs in. Also, I feel like this leg is not going correct. It's not quite wide enough, so let's fix some of that. Okay, so there's probably part of the problem is that part of her leg is actually, so there's a curve there, but they're kind of straight. So I'm gonna make them curve a little more, so they go out into where the skirt is, so that they're a more dynamic shape than it is. And I definitely am feeling still like it needs to flip up a tiny bit. So let's see. So there's that. Actually, it should probably, these parts should probably be lower, honestly. It might have been there was a disconnect, or like it looks like there's too much fabric. So we just curve it a bit. Pull up my notes just so I don't forget anything. While I'm looking that up, just a note for anyone else who's interested, I do accept commissions, like this one. Where is the document about this? Self-insert advertisement here. Here we go. Here's the commission info. Okay, cool. There aren't any major details I've forgotten, so that's nice. Oh, here's one thing. It's not a detail I forgot, but it's like, oh, right. Had a little more hair hanging down here. And that could be used to, like, cover up where her hand is and her ears. Okay. Now, her face. That was a start. I feel like I need to refine the sketch a little bit. Or just refine it as I go in the actual art piece itself. Oh, and also she is a faun or a satyr, so she should have some kind of ears. Although, oh, why is that not working? Oh, on the wrong layer again. Probably have an ear come out on like the other side. I'm not sure if that's weird or not. I think that helps a tiny bit of the sense of like alienness to her. You know, a little bit more of the ear like actually hiding in the hair too. Okay, cool. So I think that's fairly good for now. There's a couple little details. Which pen am I on? I'm on that pen still. Okay. And then her whole sleeve to here is like fishnet almost. And then it's gonna convert back to like almost like a glove. That honestly feels a little too much. They're almost too big. So it's probably like smaller. Yeah. And then I forgot there was supposed to be a little band up here. Oh right, and then there's this this is looking fairly good. I'm gonna start inking in a minute, I think. And I'm sure as I go, I'll keep refining little details here and there. Well, I mean, I will definitely keep adjusting details, but how much of them will actually need to be modifications rather than refinements, I'm not quite sure yet. I do feel like this hair piece, hair chunk, needs to be a little... Yeah, I think that's better. Cool. All right. So now I'm going to duplicate that, flatten that, reduce the opacity, and then lock it so that I don't accidentally draw on the wrong layer. I'll turn on this reference so that I can see what it looks like a little bit further out. I've been going for almost an hour. I'm gonna put the pen down for a second and just try to stretch my hand out. Actually, I should probably stretch everything. Stretch time! Might as well drink some water while I'm at it. Just realized there's another piece of reference I want. You're late. Hans is late. That's fine. Watching My Adventures with Superman. Oh, how is it? I've wanted to see that. Here now, somebody lurking and eating dinner with the girls. Nice, have fun. Thanks for the lurk. And I was totally kidding. No need to actually worry about being late. But yeah, no, ever since I saw the ads for it, I really want to see My Adventures with Superman. It looks really, really cute, really wholesome. Hans, I'm not sure if you heard because it was during an ad. Um, how is how do you like my adventures with Superman? I thought it looked really fun. I haven't had a chance to actually watch it, but I really liked the look of the trailers. A little uncanny, really quick. Not that one. I don't want that brush. smaller brush when I could have been using it for parts of the, like, facial rendering. Oh well. Need to move it so the eye is looking more directly at you. I'm much happier with the hair than I was before. I'm glad I took the time to sketch it out in the way I did. And now I'm also remembering some subtle methods I learned from just my own practice over time, as well as watching some artists I admire and how they do hair. Just to figure out how to get that flow and shape going. For a second, I thought this was literally music from Baldur's Gate, and I was like, what? That doesn't belong here. I mean, I love the music, but I can't play that on my stream. Although, genuinely, the music in that game is gorgeous. And just so epic and emotional, and like almost every time I hear, especially like certain scenes, it's just so soothing. Maybe not so much with the battle music, because you're not soothed, just you're remembering some of those scenes. But it's like, oh, I kind of just want this to be my life soundtrack. I don't know who you're drawing, but hubba hubba. Oh, thank you. Thank you both, Brady. Ooh, looking good. Yeah, this is a commission for my sibling, actually. It's one of their own actual D&D characters, I believe. It's definitely not my normal subject matter, but it is fun. time is it? How long have I been going? Hour and 20 minutes? I'll probably take a break momentarily. Hydrate. Cool, cool. Thank you for that, Circus. All right, it is break time for me. Really happy with how far this has come just tonight. So breaks are about 15 minutes here. Take some time yourself, get up, get some water, do stretchings, anything you might need to do. And there's nothing going to be, well, not nothing. I'll have pictures and stuff up, but you don't need to worry about missing me working for the next 15 minutes. With that, I will see you soon, and I'll be back. Oh, stretch. Perfect. Thank you, Hans. Everybody stretch. Oh my gosh, I was watching someone do some yoga earlier today, and it was like, oh my gosh, I miss yoga. I need to get back to stretching more often. It's so good. Anyway, cool. No problem. Thank you. I'll see you all soon. Hey, I'm back. So I said I was going on break, and I actually am on break. This is past pre-recorded Michael. Past Michael, me, wanted to let you know about subscribing with Twitch Prime. Basically, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect that to your Twitch account. And then with that Twitch Prime account, you get a free credit that you can use every month to subscribe to a channel of your choice. It's completely free for you and a big support for channels. And so, if you haven't already used your Twitch Prime subscription, may I ask you to consider subscribing here? Thanks. Oh, and you do need to resubscribe with your Twitch Prime credit every month, so you can either subscribe again where you are or go give support to another of your favorite channels. Alrighty, so Michael's gonna wrap up his break. Future Michael does. Or is that present Michael? Anyways, bye!
Hello, everybody.
Fine
All
still.
campaign, all I wanted was to pass wisdom saving throws, and I never do.
Even with advantage?
I have advantage. I have plus. All my feats almost have all been going into that direction. None.
Oh, that's awesome. Consent is always important.
Agreed.
You're next.
Attack first. Think never.
You feel a definite pulse of magical energy as you shake his hand.
You just made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Roll a will save.
I don't know what's really going on. Hi!
We have you on speakerphone.
I enjoyed the live action The Avatar movie.
Oh, baby Baba Luba.
Everybody knows if it's green and it's slime,
You went that
it's
way.
booger time.
Hello, we're back. Hope you had a good break. It was pleasant and enjoyable, or at least just good. It was whatever you may have needed. Trying to decide how much longer I'll be streaming tonight. Thank you for the welcome back, Hans. It's 10:08. We'll see. I might end up going for like another 45 minutes or an hour. I want to try to get myself to bed at a good time. I stayed up way too late last night. Got about 4 hours of sleep, I think. Zelda dancing with comics, Karlak, bum bum, ba-dum bum. Anyone else remember that? Zelda shared it with me, like on a, I think it was a TikTok the other day. And I remembered, after a bit, I remembered what the show was from. If you were a 90s kid, I feel like I want to say probably, I don't know how probably, but you may have watched it. If you were in the 90s. The one thing about doing art like this is you want reference. So I pulled up a ton of reference of women standing in similar poses or with skirts and stuff. And the one that I based most of the pose on, I had to modify because it was cool. It made sense in the picture, but it wasn't clear how I was able to draw it. But in that picture, the woman, she was dancing, and so this foot was actually further forward and closer to us down here because she was like twisting her moving her feet around, so the one that seemed in the back was actually, the foot was actually a little closer. But whenever I did it, it just looked like I had drawn it bad. So I moved it back, and I think it still looks good. But that's just a little commentary on both. If you want to draw something, it's totally fine to use reference, but then also be willing to change or modify your reference if it doesn't look good or fit what you're wanting. And then the arms were in a totally different position of that woman. So I added in reference from other places for her arm being behind her hair like that. Hair, head, both. I see part of the problem is because of the skirt. It feels like it's her leg is smaller than it is because the skirt is touching it, and so you lose some of where the actual form of the leg is. To modify some of that with like lighting or something. Here should be a little wider. I should probably get going to bed. Have a good night. Thanks, you too. Thanks for coming by. Wish you great sleep and a good day tomorrow. Then I have to do her horns and oh, she's looking at it. Oh, the fishnets on her arms. Why did I? Oh, because okay, it goes black again. I was like, why did I draw it like that? That doesn't make sense. Gonna add a new layer of understanding to the piece, because I want to make sure I get the sense of the horns correct. And that edge goes and becomes this edge. And that then becomes like this edge. Unlock, merge that piece down, then lock it again. So I, once again, don't end up drawing on the wrong layer. So I need to do it one more time, because I want to add a basically a sense of the curvature of the horns, so that I'm making sure to add the ridges so they follow it properly. And this is also a good exercise to follow for making sure you know when you're about to draw that you are gonna be drawing the shapes in a way that makes sense. So those are guidelines, so I know where to put the ridges and texture of the character's horns. Yes. Oh, it's almost inked. Well, then I have to do the fishnets. Those will probably take a little bit. And there's going to be like lace at the top of it, like up here. So that might take a little bit. Do I have a... I don't think I have any sort of lace brush. This thing could be useful to look into. I don't want to use my bottles stamp. That'd be weird to draw her horns with bottles. Tiny bit. Wait, hold on. I have the old layer. Where this horn is going. So I'm going to add the lace in a couple minutes, but for now I'm going to first add some flat colors. Okay, so there's definitely still lots of places I need to fill in gaps on. I definitely see those now. think the rest is fine. So what that'll do is erase the part they got in here. Still ain't got that horn not filled in. So then I can tell it to make sure it's set right. Okay, yeah. So I'll select all that black. I'll turn it, the selection, I'll reverse the selection. Then I can fill the whole layer with that. And get rid of that. There we go. That's how I get a good filled in version of the character. Then I'll go and select different parts to turn to the color that all the different sections are supposed to be. Actually, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Okay. New layer. Selecting all the parts where her hair is. I don't remember if I can tell it to apply a mask. So let's see. Turn off that. Mask. Select. Invert. Fill layer. Okay, so now anything outside the pink, or no, everything outside the tan skin color will get removed. Actually, I should. I'm going to just add that to a selection. So now I can just load that again if I want it. It's funny, just a few weeks ago I drew another character with very similar hair and hairstyle. Well, I mean, it was flowing and it was pink. I guess it's closer to purple, so it's probably not super similar. It's weird that it happened twice. I probably wouldn't even have two nickels unless I was very specific with it. Okay, got a full lurk. Shower time. Sounds good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the lurk. Oh, there's a whole section here which should not be filled in. I missed that one when I was selecting what goes where. Those parts are supposed to be empty gaps in her hair. Well, they got a little filled in. That's okay. We can erase those in a little bit. Okay. Like right now, for example. I'm trying to make it so that this was. I might have been wanting it so this was also part of. What would stand out a little bit. Okay, and then I gotta erase that from here now. Colors will have a weird skin tone part in her hair. Okay, so now I can then do the same thing with all the other parts. Like her clothes and her fur and horns and such. I do want to save and load the selection, invert. Okay. Now I can make the masks easier because I fixed the parts that, well, I fixed at least a couple of the parts that were maybe hadn't gotten filled in quite where they belonged. So I'm thinking I'll probably be wrapping up these flat colors, and then I'll be calling it a night. That is my guess. On the timing of this. So I'm making all the shades of colors are not matching, are not relatively the same as they should be to the skin. So I made the skin a little darker, more saturated on the reference I was given, so that I can work shading and stuff in, and so it looks a little more realistic. But then I really should have darkened some of these ones. So that I could do the same thing. So they all feel like they're in the same amount of color that they were for the reference. Decide where I want to go next. Let's do the leg fur. I just remembered kind of a random side detail, but that there's a satyr that appears in the game I'm DMing over on the Owlbear Inn on their YouTube channel. I've got a D&D game I'm running over there. It's recorded and the episode goes live every Thursday evening. I think we're skipping like the one closest to the 4th of July. Oh wait, I think it is the 4th of July. But if you're interested in some shenanigans, those are there in aplenty. Okay, do I need to darken those? Okay, turn off the... It thinks of it as the reference because I told it to, so that's fine. But I definitely need to darken those. Okay, now then. like fishnet linen sleevey things in there. Or at least a selected color, so I know where those would be. Whether I leave it that color, you know, these are flats, which means that's just the basic colors, and I can change them around if I want later, but this is just getting them all in and separated out. Be all the jewelry layer. Oh. Oh, it did not have a mask, so it was very easy to color outside the lines. Didn't mean to do that. We are going to have an ad starting in about a minute. Subscribers won't see it, and then it should last, I think, about 2.5 minutes for non-subscribers. If you're able to watch through that, use the time to take a break or something, that is a big help to the channel. It's how we get some income. So if you're willing to do that, I really appreciate it. Right. And then I think just about all we got left to color in is her eyes and her mouth. I have she doesn't actually have lipstick on, so I'll just go with a more natural. And the lips might be colored. No, you know what? I think I'll actually add a little bit more red. Yeah. Okay. Oh, almost forgot. Oh, that's creepy. See on the in the layer thing. Just the face. Okay. Computer's going really slow, and Twitch is telling me that the ad break is over, so if y'all are back, welcome back. I'm trying to get this sent to a sibling for them to confirm that that's what they want, but my computer's going all slow, probably because I'm streaming. Into a group. I'm not just leaving them out there. And I could put a quick layer behind. Just have like a box. Cap Roast Chaos just raided the channel. Hi there. Thank you for the raid. Redeem Stretch. Thank you. Chaos Raid. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. I'll try to give a shout out. We have another coming soon. What? Thank you for the stretch. Oh, all my notifications. Everything's... Is it lagging for you all? Every video thing on my screen is going super laggy, but I don't know how the actual rate is going. Oh, also I realized I'm not wearing my headphones. No wonder it's like, I'm not hearing anything. There we go. Yeah, it's being pretty laggy. Okay. Darn. Oh, I just remembered. No. Maybe. There's something that might help it, but I don't think I could do it in the middle of this. Much laggy. Darn. We'll have to go and figure out what some of the settings are, because at one point we had gotten it all fixed up. Although some of it I think is that we moved. And so and we don't have as good internet. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is a commission I'm working on. So I still have to add some, like, fishnets to her arms, and then some lace in various places. And then, also there's words for what I'm thinking. Oh, all the rendering. You need to ask for my commission prices. Oh, thank you. Yeah, shoot me a message. They tend to start at, well, I mean, it depends on if it's color, black and white, all that stuff. But yeah, if you are interested in commissions, shoot me a message on Discord. You can also, while I'm thinking of Discord, join my server at this link. I also sell comics since I see that notification's coming up. Alright, let's try to add in some fishnet. You all actually raided right when I was about to get off, so I'm gonna stick around for a little longer for you all. How was your stream? Oh, right, shout out. I totally forgot to shout out. Shout out. Ingfei just raided. What? So let me try to shout out all of you. There's the other Moth raid. Well, thank you for the raid also. Oh, jeez. Ingfei. Sorry. Zoned out. Trying to do all the things. How was both of your streams? Demonologist. Is that fun? Delayed Moth raid. No, that's fine. I apologize for the lag. I'm not sure why it's doing that. And I didn't have the... I didn't realize it was so laggy until y'all raided. And then I don't have the capacity to know what the problem is right now. It was good. Some fun spooks with me and Vaughn trying to hook up with the ghosts. Oh, how did that go? Some of us were investigators and others were investigators. Yeah, I know the stream is laggy. Might be back? I hope it is. I don't think I have, like, even just giant things, like... Actually, do I have any hidden tabs? Oh, I might have one hidden tab. Let's see if getting rid of some of those help. Am I wrong? Hearing you so far now, that's good. Wait, Inkface says, am I wrong? Oh, I should have introduced myself for new people. I am Michael Howe. I'm a digital illustrator of fantastical themes and characters. So I'll do illustrations, character art, and comics in all sorts of fantastical genres, whether it be Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, superheroes. I like all those things. So welcome. I tried to maintain a fairly chill stream here. And lately, it's just, well, lately I haven't even streamed for a while. But I tend to do mainly the art. I have done some games in the past. I want to get into it again for streams, but I need different tech for that to really work. And as you can see, it lags even just for doing art. So trying to play a game and stream really isn't in the cards for now. Yay! I think the fishnets turned out good. Do those need to be toned down a little bit? Actually, let's see. Let's fill air, reduce the opacity. Increase the opacity again, but then now fill it with the color I found. Cool, so that's a little better. And then it'll match when I add in this darker color at the beginning and ends. Did I make sure to? I did. Won't go outside the lines of these, so that's nice. The whole thing looks so good. Thank you, Void. I really appreciate that. Also, yeah, I didn't actually say hi to you, Void. I'm sorry. How are you? I saw you in the chat and was busy trying to fix things. No worries, and am okay. Might have a place soon. Sweet. Glad to hear that. I know trying to find a place can be frustrating, but doing okay. Persevering ever onward. That's awesome. Well, trying to think of anything else I can do on this tonight. Could probably work on the bit of lace here. See if I can add that in well. I've never drawn lace before, so interested in seeing how you go about it. Ah, thank you. Well, wait, thank you. Yeah, I hope it's helpful. I've rarely done it. I've done it like once or twice, and I've probably changed how I've done it each time. So for this, what I'm doing is I'm drawing kind of like big shapes and making sure those are like thickly outlined, and then doing like little lines inside it, and then between all that, gonna have like almost like a chain link fence. I feel like that. I don't know. Does that read as lace? Oh, I feel like it does. So that's a good sign. So overall, yeah, that's kind of my impression with lace is you do thicker black lines, or you know, if it's a different color, you could change that up, and then you do like little thin lines to kind of accent it. In fact, I could probably even mask part of what's behind it so that certain parts will still show through, just to get that sense of like little bits of stuff peeking through the lace. Don't want that. Does to you. Great. So is oh, I just saw there was a message. Gonna lurk for a bit though and do some self-care things. Have a wonderful stream if I'm not back before the end. Thank you. Yeah, do self-care. Also, yeah, Kat and Inkfei, please take care of yourself if you need to. I definitely appreciate the raid, but yeah, go take care of yourselves if you need. Once again, thank you for the raids. Okay, I am doing that on the right part of the... For a second I was worried I had was drawing this on the side where there isn't lace. So I have it so that one half of the arm stocking has lace at the end, and the other's just like a dark material. I may do the lurking. Need some lunch and to lay on a heating pad because my back is hurting. Okay. Yeah, definitely eat and take care of your back. I hope it gets better soon. That never feels good. I was having to... I've definitely had times where I've had to ice and heat my back for like days on end, so... Alright, so there... Oh, I almost said there it's done, but I have to add the little edge pieces also. It's just about time for me to hop off. I could feel my fingers tightening up. And I think... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to add a little bit to the mask over here. But yeah, that's about all the stuff I was thinking I would get done tonight. Flats and all the inking. So, sweet. Let me brighten up the background thing a little bit. That's just for a placeholder. Let's see. Is there anyone else we want to raid? Pass it on. Pay it forward.
Breadcrumbs, so it's not gluten-free.
Odishibi is doing pen and ink work. Let's also see if there's anyone from Happy People doing any artistic things. Everything is lagging. But it's okay, because every little thing gonna be alright. Alright. We are gonna raid Korishibi? Koriskibi? Alright. So we'll start that raid, counting down. If you come along... Oh, heads up, this channel is intended for mature audiences, which is fine, just be aware. And then let's see, Pack Attack. We can get the message for anyone who's coming along, whether you're a subscriber or a... not. Subscriber or not. Okay, let me cut and paste my own message, please. There's some emojis and messages to share with them over there. We also have my Discord again, if you're interested in that. And my socials, if you'd like to see more of this stuff. With that, I appreciate you all being here. I hope you had a great time. This was really good. I'm happy to have been able to work this out and spend time with people. So, thanks again. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, however long that is. And I'll talk to you all later. All right, bye.